Hey you guys, I am reaching out today because we're going to talk about a couple of differences on counseling and coaching. So you guys are in my, you're watching me, you're either on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, whatever that looks like. But I just want to share on the wellness coaching that I do. A lot of people know that I advocate for a wellness company. I help people live healthier and remove toxins, save time and money, all that kind of stuff. I'm also a wellness coach, and I specialize in helping women that are looking to take whatever mindset they have going on that's keeping them stuck somewhere. It could be in the past, it could be, financially, it could be being able to grow your faith, move forward, take daily steps. So I do coaching classes, courses, and challenges actually. I offer a 5-day challenge, and then I have a group coaching, and that's a 6-week program. So there's a difference though between coaching and counseling. So my focus is really helping women that are struggling to get to where they want to be. Maybe it's in their health, maybe it's in their weight loss. It could be in their mind where they're thinking about things that are really just dragging them down more and more, or they keep looking back here in the past and they're not getting forward in their life and they wonder why. And they keep going to the same very sources that hurt them. So the difference between coaching and counseling is for people that are really struggling emotionally, that are potentially depressed, super anxious. Like there's a difference between slightly anxious and really anxious. But if you have gone through some really hard things and you need to talk to somebody professionally, that's where you reach out to your counselors, your pastor perhaps, a really good friend, but I would definitely recommend counseling and pastors. Our friends are great. It's nice to know that they support you, but sometimes we need to get through the garbage and the pain. And a counselor lets you sit and talk about that pain, walks through it, analyze it, think about it, feel it, all that kind of stuff. And they really focus on you as a customer or client, sharing how you're feeling, what it's doing, and then maybe giving you some ideas on some different ways. Coaching, though, is when you are past those depressed states, and you can still see a counselor while you're doing coaching. But coaching is more focused on, okay, this happened, yes, that's whatever, but you're ready now to take what happened, and not even what happened, but take your life back. Take where you want to be, who you are, and move the needle forward. You want to take daily steps. You don't know how because you still have these feelings, or you're still stuck in your head a little bit, or maybe even a lot, or you're doing things that are making it worse, like reaching out to whoever hurt you on social media, or watching things on the past, or looking at pictures that you shouldn't, or God forbid if you lost somebody like in your life as far as death goes. Sometimes we think about that person, and while it can be beautiful memories, sometimes it takes a while. I mean, let's be honest, when you lose somebody like that, you never get over it. You just learn how to live life a different way, living without that person, but we get to carry those memories. And if you are a Christian, this group, I talk about it, it's not a group, but when I talk and I work with my clients and I work in our group sessions, we talk about faith. And if you don't believe in God, we're probably not a good fit. You don't have to be, we do not talk about God all the time. But if you do not have faith, if you don't have faith in a higher power, or if you don't have faith in yourself, you're not ready for coaching. You might still have a little, you might be scared, right? You might be nervous. You might not know if you can do this, but you have faith to move forward. And no matter what, you are past the point of being depressed on the couch and crying in your, wine and booze and whatever vice you went to. Too much pizza, too much, chocolate. Like, ooh, these Doritos are so good. Oh my God, that couch feels so amazing because it's just like, I don't want to do anything after work, right? You guys, if you're in that depressed state, you don't want to do anything. You just want to lay there and be lethargic and cry because you can't do anything. It took you everything you had to get up and go to work. And then if you've got family, to do the family responsibilities. So there's a time for counseling and there's a time for coaching. Coaching is when you are ready and you're off that couch. You might be crawling. But you're ready and you're going to move forward no matter what it takes because you want to change your life. You don't want to feel all of these feelings anymore and let those feelings control and dictate where you're going. Those feelings will happen. They're going to come up all the time. Sorry to burst the bubbles, but let's be honest. If you were attached to someone, if you loved someone, a lot of women that I coach and talk with, and myself included, we lost someone that we love. And everybody has a different story. And these groups, you guys, are not about sharing those stories. We do not share our stories in those groups. Those stories and the tragedy and the hell that maybe you're going through, those things are for you and your counselor. Coaching in a group or an individual setting is for you to go from here to where you want to be. And that provides confidence. You don't have confidence maybe right now, but you will through the coaching. You will gain clarity in who you are because you got knocked down, right? Life kicked your butt, whether it was loss, heartbreak, you lost a job, maybe you, God forbid, lost, someone you love, a family member, all of these things happen. Maybe it's a small thing and you don't have a tragic thing that happened to you, but you're still ready to go from where you are to where you want to be, but you're not sure how. You don't think you have the time, but you do, because let's be honest, with the time that you're using right now, and I'm just gonna say it, these phones, I've got one right here in front of me. I'm taking a video right now, but this phone doesn't control my life. And think of all the time you're on social media. These things I don't even have. I was gonna say these things on the walls, TVs, I don't have one of those. Why? Because it's a waste of my time unless it's gonna take me where I wanna go, or I will get a TV again. And I'm not saying don't have a TV. You can have a TV, but if the TV and the social media and all that stuff is controlling your time, you've got time for coaching. You've got time for you to get to where you want to be. So it's amazing to me. I see so many people are like, I really want to change my life. I really want to, I want to make more income. I want to get out of this mindset. I want to stop looking back, but I don't know how. But then they're not open to trying something that will work, that can work, that I have helped other people. And maybe you and I would be good as coaching clients in a group situation or an individual. I don't know that, but there's only one way to find out, and that's to actually have a conversation. or to reach out and join one of the challenges, join one of the groups that, the coaching courses that I have coming. So it's just a matter of taking the action. And what we do in those courses, and I'll talk about those more, the 5-day challenge, it's really, there's a lot of different steps that we talk through, and we only have 5 days. So we meet at the same time every day, except for Fridays. And then, because we do a little different schedule, and we will meet, and then we will be accountable to each other. You'll have a Facebook group that will be private for only the people that are in these challenges. And when the challenge is done, or the coaching sessions are done, the groups are closed. So it's really about connecting with other people, growing, learning. I'll spend some time focusing in on some training, some things that will really help you benefit, and then I will give you assignments every day. Except, in the 5-day challenge, you'll have an assignment every day. It's not going to be a cumbersome, long challenge that's going to take hours or nothing like that. We don't have that kind of time, right? We don't. But you do have time to work on yourself to get to where you want to be. If you really want to be there, if you really want to change, if you were beaten down, if life kicked your ass, pardon my French, this is not for children. If that happened to you, we can focus on that, right? You can sit here and focus on that, and probably you were for quite some time. But now you're ready to be done focusing on that and focusing on the pain. And you're ready to take what happened, not even that. You're ready to take you out of the situation of what happened and go forward and leave this back here. Out of your face, out of your life, leave it. Some things we have to completely let go. You never forget, but we have to let go. And we have to stop looking back, because all it does is hurt us. It just wrecks us. And you're going to fall down. You're going to fall down. You're going to fall down in the coaching course. In my 6-week course, you're going to fall. You're going to look back. You're going to start doubting yourself for a little while. But those are fine. You can think like that. But you take that, you accept it, and that's one of the things we talk about in the 6-week course. Acceptance of what happened, acceptance. You can't ignore it, you can't ignore the feelings. You can accept it though, and you can move forward. You don't have to like it. I didn't have to like what happened to me. Nobody has to like the thing that they were dealt, right? Whatever that is, the job they lost, the partner they lost, the child they lost, the family member that won't talk to them, whatever it is, the fact that you're broke and you can't fix it and you don't know how, and we're not going to talk about finances during our courses, but there are options out there, you guys, to make extra money. And I do that with my wellness business, not my coaching, but I do that on my other side. And it's all encompassed, but there are options out there that are safe. And you know what? When life kicks you in the butt, you want safe. and that can be in a job. It can be in a new relationship with new friends. And if it is, I'm going to just speak to the ladies here. So I've seen this multiple times. And this is for women that have gone through a breakup. These are the women I'm talking to right now. That's not what this whole thing is about, but that's who I'm talking to right now. If you are still talking to somebody that intentionally hurt you, stop right now. You guys, it's breaking you, it's killing you, and all it does is drag you into the hole, right? I know, and I can speak passionately from that because I have been there, and it is an ugly, ugly, ugly place to be, and you need to get out of there. I'm just passionate about that. That gives me goosebumps because, guys, it's tough. And when we're ready to move forward, we move forward. And I will just say, you can forgive and accept. You don't have to like what happened to you in a breakup if it was tragic, if you lost somebody that you love. We don't have to like it, right? But you move forward from it. And our coaching does not focus in on any particular situation, whether it's breakups, challenges in your mindset, not knowing how to build your faith, taking the action to lose the weight, whatever. It's all encompassed. It is all about self-care and taking you where you want to be. Not where I think that people should be, not where Susie Sally thinks you should be, but where you want to be in your own life. Because when you're ready and you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, you will change. You will change your mindset. You'll change the toxic, probably things you were doing when you were depressed, like drinking too much and crying on the couch. You know, we're going to have those moments. We're going to have that. Talk to your counselor. But when you're ready for coaching, to take the action, move forward, that's what a coach is for. And everybody resonates with different coaches. There's a lot of people here that aren't you won't be my people, and I won't be your person, and that's okay. Find who you need and what you need to get to where you want to be in your life. So if you guys, keep watching. I'm going to post different videos. I'm going to try to post once a week, but I'm not guaranteeing that. But I will be here, and I'm going to start doing more challenges and more coaching groups for you guys. When we do work together, there will be accountability. There will be action daily. And there will be things that you can do that are not only going to help you during the 6 weeks or the 5 days, whichever option you do. You can do the challenge, or we can do the 6-week coaching sessions. Whatever option you do, the point is you're going to have tools, and you're going to have daily action and daily things that you can do for yourself in a reasonable way, in a reasonable time frame, that's going to be able to take you through the course, through the 5 days, or through the 6-week course, whichever you choose to do, based on when I open those up. And you'll know, you can sign up, you can check the link below. There's links down there that say for the Break Free Challenge, or the Break Free with Faith and Action coaching classes or course. So you'll know, you can look down there, click on the link, and you'll be the first to know when it happens. But when we do that, you guys will have the tools, not just for the time we are working together and really digging in and doing some work and education and learning. And you're going to hear from me. You're going to be able to ask a question. Some of you will be able to. And then you'll be able to take those tools forward in your life and use them every day. It's not something you set aside and you continue to grow on them, and then you might come to another place in your life where you want to do something like that again or not. But the fact is, you will be ready. And you know what's really cool? This is going to sound good, but kind of weird because it's a little bit bad. Life happens, right? All the time. Life beats us down sometimes. Life can be amazing and beautiful, and we talk about that. That's 1 week in our coaching classes that we talk and we focus on gratitude. Because if you're not grateful for where you are, do you really believe that you're going to be blessed for something new and to go forward? Probably not. I mean, if you are, kudos to you. But God doesn't give you blessings until He knows that you're ready. And He will only know. So it'll be really awesome. But anyway, here's where I was going with that. When you have life happen, because most people don't just want to do a coaching course or a challenge because it's super fun. I mean, yeah, it's fun because it's self-development, it's self-growth, it's taking care of yourself. But it's also like, okay, you want change in your life and you are ready and you're moving forward. And so here's the really cool thing about coaching. You do this course, you do the challenge, you can try it yourself. Good luck. It took me at least 5 years to get this all put together, to figure out like how the heck am I going to get through this? How am I going to do this? What can I do here? And dig and find the resources. And so I've put it all together for you guys. But here's what happens. We do the course. You do the thing, life happens. Now we're done with our class. Let's say we're done with our coaching. We're done with the challenge. And life goes on, right? You go your way. We all go our ways. And then you're living life. Things are smooth or things are not smooth. Maybe things are like a big old peak. You get to the peak and then you like skyrocket down. Who knows? Maybe you're turtle rocketing up, just like climbing. And then you're up here, right? You're here, life's good. Or maybe you're here and life is good. It's just, yeah, chill. And then whap, something comes along, you guys. Life kicks you down again. And it can be something totally different. It can be out of the blue. You just don't know. But life is always guaranteed to happen, good, bad, or otherwise. Things will come up. But you know what? Now this has happened. It got you down. It's knocked you down. Well, guess what? You have the tools and you have the confidence and the time, because you've made yourself a priority, you've grown your faith, you've learned more things about gratitude, you've learned how to find the resources to get to the next step. And now guess what? You're so much stronger here when life kicks you down. You are tenacious, you have grit, and you can move faster unless it's death. That's a whole different ballgame. We're not talking death right now. But you can move, and it still will hurt, and it will still be horrendous. And it could be even a worse pain, or worse life event. But you have so many tools that have made you the person you are to this point, because you've chosen yourself, and to grow, and to become stronger, and to have hope. That's a big thing. Big thing that you learn through faith. And now when life happens, you have so much more in you to handle it. And that's good, but it's bad. It is what it is. But you guys, if we don't continue to grow stronger and grow ourselves personally, professionally, mentally, physically, emotionally, life's gonna be really hard. It's hard anyway, but it can be amazing. You guys have all experienced amazing things, and you will again, and you'll experience not so amazing things. But that's the big difference between coaching and counseling. So if you guys are still really depressed, like I said, please reach out to a counselor. We all need it. We probably all need it more than we ever get it. Health insurance doesn't cover it, right? So many people suffer. And a lot of people don't have that knit, close family. And even if you do, or close friends, even if you do, there are some things that we don't want to talk about with our family and our friends. Or maybe they've heard it. Maybe they've heard it and they see you in pain and they don't know how to handle it. You know, there's a time and a place. So, but when you're ready and you're done with that, and if you're still counseling, you know, because that should be a continual thing, you know, just to strengthen you and talk it out. And when you're ready to be done with counseling and talking to your pastor, you can still talk to them occasionally. They're going to help you in a lot of ways that a coach won't. But coaching is more for when you're ready to move forward. You're ready to take action. You're ready. Even though you're scared, maybe out of your mind, and you don't think you can do it, and you don't know how, guess what? That's what I'm here for. So we will talk soon. I hope you have an amazing rest of the week, and God bless you. Have faith. This can be done. You guys can do this.